What if I told you that one of the biggest reasons people stay stuck in life is not because they are lazy, not because they are weak, and not because they are not talented, but because they keep wasting their time on things that do not move them forward? Think about that for a second. Not because they are incapable, not because they are unlucky, but because every single day, time slips away in tiny pieces. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, one more scroll, one more excuse, one more, I'll start tomorrow. And before they know it, weeks become months, months become years, and the life they dreamed about is still sitting somewhere in the distance, waiting for them to finally take it seriously. My name is Ava, and today I want to talk to you about something that can change everything if you truly listen. Don't waste your time. Not because time is money, not because that is some motivational quote on a wall, but because time is life. Every breath you take, every morning you wake up in your apartment, every walk you take through the streets of New York, every traffic light you sit at in Los Angeles, every long drive through Texas, every quiet evening in Chicago, every sunrise over Miami, time is passing whether you are ready or not. And the hard truth is this: you cannot get it back. You can earn more money. You can rebuild relationships. You can start over after failure. You can recover from mistakes. But once time is gone, it is gone forever. So today, let's talk honestly, deeply, and real about why people waste time, what it costs them, and how you can stop doing it before it steals your future. Part 1. Why time feels so easy to waste. Most people do not wake up and say, "Today I want to ruin my life by wasting my time." No one says that. It happens in a much quieter way. It starts with comfort. You tell yourself you are just resting. You tell yourself you deserve a break. You tell yourself one episode will not hurt. One video will not hurt. 1 hour on your phone will not hurt. One skipped workout will not hurt. One missed opportunity will not hurt. But life is not destroyed by one bad day. Life is changed by repeated small choices. That is what makes wasting time so dangerous. It does not always look like failure. Sometimes it looks like entertainment. Sometimes it looks like being busy. Sometimes it looks like talking about dreams more than working on them. Sometimes it looks like waiting for motivation to appear like a magic light from the sky. But motivation is unreliable. Discipline is what saves you. Focus is what saves you. Intention is what saves you. In the United States, people are constantly chasing speed, success, and convenience. Everyone wants faster results, bigger income, better looks, more followers, more freedom, more happiness. But many of those same people are also trapped in distraction. They are connected to everything and yet deeply disconnected from their own lives. That is why this message matters. Because if you do not protect your time, somebody else will use it for you. A screen will use it. A bad habit will use it. Fear will use it. Other people's opinions will use it. And the dreams inside you will keep waiting. Part 2. What you are really losing when you waste time. When people hear the phrase, "Don't waste your time," they often think it means, be productive. But it means much more than that. You are not only losing hours, you are losing identity, you are losing confidence, you are losing momentum, you are losing the version of yourself that could have been built if you had started sooner. Every wasted day has a hidden cost. When you waste time instead of learning a skill, you lose growth. When you waste time instead of building a business, you lose opportunity. When you waste time instead of healing your mind, you lose peace. When you waste time instead of taking care of your body, you lose health. When you waste time, instead of showing love to people who matter, you lose connection. And one day, maybe in a quiet moment in a small apartment in Brooklyn, or driving home through downtown Dallas, or sitting alone in a coffee shop in Seattle, you may ask yourself, where did all the time go? That is a painful question because by the time most people ask it, they already know the answer. It went into distractions. It went into procrastination. It went into fear. It went into things that never truly mattered. Part 3. The most common ways people waste time. Let us be real. Time does not disappear only in obvious ways. It disappears in subtle ways too. It disappears when you keep checking your phone every few minutes. It disappears when you keep comparing your life to someone else's perfect-looking life online. It disappears when you keep talking about the same goals without building a plan. It disappears when you keep waiting for the right time. It disappears when you keep staying in situations you already know are draining you. It disappears when you keep saying yes to everything and no to your own future. Some people waste time because they are afraid. Afraid to fail. Afraid to be seen. Afraid to start. Afraid to be judged. Afraid that if they try, they might discover they are not as ready as they hoped. So they delay. They say, I'm still figuring it out. I need more time. I'm not there yet. I'll do it after I get my life together. But life rarely gets together on its own. You build it by deciding. You build it by acting. You build it by being honest with yourself. And if you are not honest, the years will pass while you remain stuck in the same cycle. Part 4. The difference between rest and wasting time. This part is important. Rest is not the enemy. Rest is necessary. Your mind needs recovery. Your body needs recovery. Your heart needs recovery. But rest has a purpose. Wasting time has no purpose. Rest refreshes you so you can return stronger. Wasting time weakens you and keeps you empty. There is a difference between sitting quietly after a long day and spending 6 hours escaping your own life. There is a difference between taking a break and abandoning your responsibilities. There is a difference between enjoying a moment and losing yourself in it. In places like Los Angeles, where so many people are chasing creative dreams, or New York, where people move fast and live under constant pressure, it is easy to confuse movement with progress. But being busy does not always mean you are becoming better. Ask yourself, am I resting, or am I hiding? Am I recovering, or am I avoiding? Am I refueling, or am I escaping? That question can change everything. Part 5. Why your time is your power. Your time is your power because time is the raw material of every achievement. No book is written without time. No body is transformed without time. No skill is mastered without time. No relationship is built without time. No dream becomes real without time. People often ask successful people, how did you do it? They want a shortcut answer. They want the secret. They want the one trick. But often the truth is simple. They respected time. They used their mornings well. They protected their focus. They stayed consistent while others got distracted. They kept going when it was boring. They kept going when nobody applauded. They kept going when success was still invisible. That is what time does. It turns ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Maybe you are a student in Houston trying to finish your degree. Maybe you are a young entrepreneur in Atlanta trying to build something from nothing. Maybe you are working a 9-to-5 in Philadelphia and wondering whether your dream is ever going to become real. Maybe you are a mother in Phoenix trying to hold your life together while still wanting more for yourself. Maybe you are a teenager in San Diego trying to figure out who you are and what you want. Wherever you are, your time is still your power. Do not surrender it carelessly. Part 6. the pain of later. There is a version of regret that people do not talk about enough. It is not loud regret. It is quiet regret. It sounds like, I should have started earlier. I knew better. I had the chance. I let fear win. I wasted years trying to be comfortable. That kind of regret can haunt people because it is not born from one terrible event. It is born from 1,000 tiny delays, and later is one of the most dangerous words in the world. Later I will change. Later I will try. Later I will fix it. Later I will become serious. Later I will care. But later is often a lie dressed up as a plan, because later never arrives the way you imagine. Life gets louder. Responsibilities increase. Energy changes. Opportunities disappear. People move on. Your body changes. Your priorities shift. And the window you thought would always be open suddenly closes. That is why the present moment matters so much. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Not when the mood is right. Right now. Part 7. How to stop wasting time. So how do you actually stop? Not with perfection, not with guilt, not with self-hate. You stop by becoming aware. First, look at where your time is going. Be honest. Not dramatic, just honest. Where are the leaks? Is it social media? Is it overthinking? Is it laziness? Is it fear? Is it people who drain your energy? Is it a lifestyle that looks good from the outside but is empty inside? Then decide what matters. Not everything deserves your time. Not every message deserves a reply. Not every invitation deserves a yes. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every distraction deserves your energy. You have to become selective. Guard your mornings. Guard your attention. Guard your habits. Guard your dreams. Start small if you need to. Read 10 pages. Walk for 20 minutes. Write down your goals. Wake up earlier. Finish one task before opening your phone. Keep one promise to yourself today. That may not sound dramatic, but it is powerful. Great lives are often built by small, disciplined actions repeated long enough to matter. Part 8. The role of discipline. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect. When you are disciplined, you are saying, my future matters. My goals matter. My peace matters. My life matters. Discipline means you do what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like it. That is where most people lose. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect energy, the perfect moment. But the perfect moment is usually a fantasy. The real moment is the one in front of you. The alarm goes off. The task is there. The choice is there. The future is there. What are you going to do? In cities all across America, from Boston to Las Vegas, from Detroit to San Francisco, people are busy chasing results. But discipline is what separates wishful thinking from real achievement. Dreams are beautiful. Discipline makes them real. Part 9. Protecting your focus in a distracted world. We live in a world designed to steal attention. Every app wants your eyes. Every notification wants your reaction. Every trend wants your participation. Every algorithm wants your time. That means focus is no longer something you just have. It is something you must defend. Your attention is valuable because your attention determines your direction. What you look at shapes what you think. What you think shapes what you do. What you do shapes who you become. So if your attention is scattered all day, your life becomes scattered too. You do not need to consume everything. You need to build something. And building requires silence sometimes. It requires boundaries. It requires saying no. It requires being unavailable to distractions that do not serve your destiny. Turn down the noise. Get clear. Stay with your own life long enough to create one. Part 10. A message to the person who feels behind. Maybe you are watching this and thinking, it is too late for me. I have wasted too much time already. Other people are ahead. I cannot catch up now. Listen to me carefully. It is not too late. You may have wasted time. That is true. You may have made mistakes. That is true. You may have fallen behind. That is true. But you are still here. And as long as you are here, you can begin again. Start where you are, with what you have, at the age you are, in the place you are, with the energy you have today. Do not let shame convince you that your best days are gone. Some of the strongest people are not the ones who never fell. They are the ones who got up after wasting time, after losing direction, after being stuck, after doubting themselves, and decided that the rest of their life would not be defined by their past. You can be that person. Part 11. What a life well used looks like. A life well used is not always a flashy life. It is a life with meaning. It is waking up with purpose. It is choosing growth over comfort. It is building habits that support your future. It is loving people well. It is learning from pain instead of running from it. It is becoming someone you can respect when you are alone. A life well used may not get applause every day. It may not trend. It may not impress strangers, but it will build peace. And peace is worth more than wasted attention. Peace is worth more than fake, busy work. Peace is worth more than chasing things that look good but leave you empty. Imagine a version of yourself 1 year from now who did not waste time. Imagine the skills you would have. Imagine the confidence. Imagine the savings. Imagine the health. Imagine the clarity. Imagine how proud you would feel. That version of you is not a fantasy. That version of you is built through choices. Part 12. The hidden cost of distraction. Let me tell you something most people don't realize. Distraction is not just something that wastes your time. It's something that slowly rewires your life. Every time you choose distraction over discipline, you are training your mind to avoid discomfort, and growth requires discomfort. Think about it. The moment something feels hard, you reach for your phone. The moment something feels boring, you switch to entertainment. The moment something challenges you, you delay it. And over time, your brain starts believing hard things are bad. Effort is something to escape. Focus is too difficult. But that belief is dangerous because everything meaningful in life sits on the other side of effort. The career you want, the confidence you want, the body you want, the peace you want. None of it comes from doing what is easy all the time. And yet, distraction makes easy choices feel normal. In places like San Francisco, where innovation is everywhere, or New York City, where ambition never sleeps, people are surrounded by opportunity, but also surrounded by distraction. And the truth is, opportunity means nothing if your attention is constantly broken. Part 13. You are not busy. You are unfocused. Let's be honest about something else. A lot of people say, I don't have time. But if you really look at their day, they had time. They just didn't use it well. Scrolling for hours, watching random videos, overthinking things they never act on. Talking about plans instead of executing them, that is not a lack of time. That is a lack of focus. Because everyone has 24 hours. The difference is not in the amount of time, it's in how that time is used. Some people take 1 hour and build something meaningful. Others take 10 hours and still feel stuck. Why? Because focus multiplies time. When you are fully focused, 1 hour becomes powerful. When you are distracted, 10 hours disappear. So the real question is not, do you have time? The real question is, are you using it with intention? Part 14. The truth about procrastination. Procrastination is not laziness. It's deeper than that. Sometimes you procrastinate because you are afraid of failing, afraid of not being good enough, afraid of starting and realizing how far you still have to go. So instead of facing that fear, you delay. You tell yourself, I'll do it later. I just need to feel ready. I need more motivation. But here's the truth. No one tells you. You don't become ready by waiting. You become ready by starting. Action creates clarity. Action builds confidence. Action reduces fear. Waiting does the opposite. The longer you wait, the heavier it feels. The harder it becomes. The more pressure builds in your mind. And suddenly, something simple starts feeling impossible. That's the trap. Part 15. Small wins create big change. Now, here's the good news. You don't need to fix your whole life overnight. You just need to win today. One small win. Wake up when you said you would. Finish one important task. Spend 1 hour learning something valuable. Take care of your body. Keep one promise to yourself. That's it, because small wins build trust. And when you start trusting yourself, everything changes. Your confidence grows, your discipline grows, your identity starts shifting. You go from, I'm someone who wastes time, to, I'm someone who takes control of my life. And that identity is powerful, because once you see yourself differently, you start acting differently. Part 16. The power of saying no. If you really want to stop wasting time, you have to learn one word. No. No to distractions that don't serve you. No to people who drain your energy. No to habits that keep you stuck. No to things that feel good in the moment but hurt your future. This is not about being rude. This is about being intentional. Every time you say yes to something meaningless, you are saying no to something meaningful. Every time you say yes to comfort, you are saying no to growth. And that trade-off adds up. Protect your time like it matters, because it does. Part 17. Environment shapes your time. Look at your environment, your room, your phone, your habits, the people around you. All of it influences how you spend your time. If your environment is full of distractions, you will be distracted. If your environment is full of negativity, you will feel stuck. If your environment is not aligned with your goals, your time will slip away without direction. But when you change your environment, you change your behavior. Clear your space. Organize your day. Surround yourself with people who are growing. Limit things that pull you away from your purpose. Because discipline becomes easier when your environment supports it. Part 18. Time and self-respect. At the end of the day, how you spend your time is how you treat your life. If you constantly waste your time, you are telling yourself, my life is not that important. But when you start valuing your time, you are saying, I matter. My future matters. My dreams matter. That is self-respect, and self-respect is not something you talk about. It's something you show through your actions, through your choices, through your habits, through how you spend your days. Final. So here's what I want you to do after this video ends. Don't just feel motivated. Don't just say, that was powerful. Do something. Take one step. Make one change. Start one thing you've been delaying. Because motivation fades, but action creates momentum, and momentum can change your entire life. One day, you will look back at this version of yourself, and you will either say, I'm so glad I started, or I wish I didn't wait so long. That choice is being made right now, in this moment, so don't waste it.